What's up, everybody? It's the Spaceman. Welcome back to Grand Theft Auto Fix, and this is this week's GTA Online weekly update, ranging from July the 30th to the awesome, wonderful day of August 5th. And I got to tell you, I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's not all that. But let's get into it in case there's a couple things. You know, there's going to be some fans of a couple things in this update. So, me personally, it's not all that, but I want to make sure we don't miss anything, right? In case you like it. Let's hope you find something you like. Let's take the challenge. Let's see. This is the weekly update. We got double heist payouts. You still got time to get your fine art collector's rewards. And we've got a couple of discounts. We got some decent discounts. Let's see. The summer heist event, 2x GTA payout. Capitalize on double heist payouts, but we're talking about earning double payouts for your first weekly completion of both the Fleeca heist and the Pacific Standard heist. Weekly completion bonuses have been reset, leading to bigger initial payouts across all heist and contact missions this week. As you remember, they just rearranged the whole heist money-making system, so it's going to be a brand new week, so you'll get a buff the very first time that you complete a variety of heists, basically just about all of them, including things that are outside the heist. Like you do the Dr. Dre contract, you'll get, I think, 1.1 million as opposed to just $1 million. You do the Cluck and Bell, instead of 500,000, you'll get 600,000 just for your first playthrough. Then after that, you're going to get less than you used to get, right? And this rule is applying for just about all of the heists. So remember, it's a fresh week. Get out there, mix the heists around, and get the bigger bag than you normally used to, right? Okay, we got a bonus unlock. If you complete the Fleeca heist finale, you're going to receive the exclusive Fleeca circuit livery for the Ubermacht cipher. Okay. Double cash and RP activities. We got 2x GTA money and RP on high seas and trawling. Take up a life on the high seas with a super yacht life missions, or search the coastline to trawl for shipwrecks across Los Santos and Blaine County for double the rewards through August 5th. We also have 2x GTA money and RP on the Motor Wars and Community Series, right? Jump into the explosive combat of Motor Wars, the Cayo Perico Motor Wars series thing for 2x GTX money and RP, plus test your skills in the brand new community mission series featuring 3x GTA money and RP. For those that may not have done the Motor Wars thing before, it's a lot of fun. It takes place on the Cayo Perico Island, and there's a whole bunch of, basically it's a battle with two teams of different vehicles, from tanks to helicopters and stuff. It's like one big Motor Wars brawl. It's actually a lot of fun. So I do like when they bring it back. So that's one of the highlights that I personally like this week. Okay, remember the Fine Art Collector's Reward. As I said, the time is ticking down. We have until August 5th. If you haven't done it already, you could get your Fine Art Collector Rewards. That's if you got a mansion and you did all those preliminary things when, and the art studio, all those preliminary things when the Court Center Heist came out, right? Studio and keypad. Some of you guys haven't even checked this out. When you do your Court Center Heist, and they have the setup stuff, the stuff that you could buy. One of them costs like well over $1 million. And if you notice right now, one of those things is free, right? So you want to get that. The studio and keypad, GTA $1 million discount on the Art Studios property, plus a free Vault keypad art studio upgrade for elitist tier players. That's just if you did all the preliminary stuff to get your Court Center Heist thing going and you have a mansion and all of that. It's this keypad that you can get that's totally free. It's going to be free all the way up until August 5th. It's just a little practice keypad for when you get to the vault of the paintings of the heist. It has like a little memory game thing, that you memory game hack, and with the little dots you got to memorize them and stuff, so you get to practice on that, and it's totally free right now, so you might as well pick that up. Mansion assets, artworks, and statues receive the Court Center Heist primary target painting, The Outcome of Endeavor, and mansion sculpture, The Crescent Tents. Okay, this is the biggest one to me as far as the stuff that you can get until August 5th, and that is the free Annihilator Stealth. If you haven't gone on Warstock Cash and Carry and you've done the elitist tier stuff, you got your court center heist, your studio hooked up, go on Warstock, get the $3+ million Annihilator stealth helicopter totally free. Claim a free Western Company Annihilator stealth helicopter directly from Warstock cash and carry through August 5th. Podium and prize ride. At the podium is the Ubermax Cypher. Spin the wheel with the Diamond Casino for that. The prize ride challenge is you got to do a race, basically. Place top 5 in the LS Car Meet Series for 4 days in a row. And you're going to get the Karen Boar. The time trial is Great Ocean Highway. The premium race, Crossing Paths. Nice name. Test rides and HSW specials. The Truffade Adder, classic supercar available at the LS Car Meet Test Track, is 30% off this week. Also 30% off this week is the Imponte Ruiner ZZ8 aggressive muscle ride available on the test track. And we have the Overflawed Entity MT. Nice looking car. That's the premium HSW test ride for obviously for PS5 and Series X and S on Xbox and the enhanced PC versions only of the game. The Salvage Yard in Court Heist. Okay, this is the sunny side of this week. We do have a claimable vehicle, right? The Gangbanger Robbery gives you a claimable vehicle, and that is the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio, and you get the LS Pounders license plate, and that vehicle is claimable. For the Matoni robbery, that's not claimable, is the Inverto Coquette D10, and also not claimable at the Podium robbery is the Vapid Dominator GTT. The FIB priority target, Court Center Heist. Primary targets feature a cast of characters, Me O'Melly, and To Beat About the Bush. This week's FIB priority file is the fine art file. That's the thing in the missions you could do related to the garment factory. The priority file this week is the fine art file. That's the one that's paying out the most. Showroom vehicles. At the Luxury Auto Showroom, we have the Albany Merula and the Ocelot Stride. Standard pricing. The rest of these vehicles are all going to be 30% off this week, right? Premium Deluxe Motorsport will feature the Truffade Z-Type and Classique Broadway. At the Premium Deluxe Motorsport also features the Dinka Chavos V6 and Inverto Coquette D1, as well as the Dinka Blista Ganjo. Weekly bonuses and apparels. Login unlocks. Log in this week and you'll automatically receive the Pacific Standard sweater, the Tropical Bangles, and Tropical Glow necklace. The weekly challenge is to win 2 adversary modes this week to unlock the Manor Tie-Dye t-shirt alongside a cash bonus award of $100,000. Most wanted. Target focus on GTA web bounties for high payouts and enhanced neighborhood reputation bonuses throughout the city. They say that the weekly discounts are massive. It's kind of a little breadth in this discount, I'd say, when you look at something that's 60% off, right? Properties and vehicles included, 60% off. It just says Paleto Bay businesses. So I guess any business in the very inconvenient way northern Paleto Bay is 60% off. So if you want to just get a cheap property, but you want to way more than half off, get a Paleto Bay business. I guess anything up there. I guess the weed business, I think meth is up there. I think all the motorcycle things have a Paleto Bay business. I know there's a bunker up there. Gun running is up there. So Paleto Bay businesses are 60% off, as well as the Galaxy Super Yacht, as well as modifications to the Super Yacht. Those are going to be 60% off. I know people's mixed reviews on the yacht. I personally like the yacht. I like the little contact missions. They're a lot of fun. So if you don't have a yacht, don't just believe everyone that says, oh, it's worthless. It's a lot of fun. It's nice to stunt in a yacht. You get the best one, the Aquarius yacht. Of course, the Aquarius one will be the best. So, 60% off, that's a good deal. If you don't have a yacht, get it now. I don't have it on my second character, so I'm actually going to get it. Now, this is cool. 60% off on the Karen Kuruma, the armored and the standard. Now, the Karen Kuruma, the armored version, that's a staple. That's the only truly completely full bulletproof ride, and drives decently. It's not super fast, but it's not super slow either. So if you don't have one, pick it up while it's going to nearly be free this week, because I think they reduced the price already to something like, don't quote me, is it like 300, somewhere between 300 and 500,000? I know it used to be about 750,000. So 60% off of even 500,000 is 250. Yeah, pick it up if you don't have it. And hey, if you want the regular Karen Kuruma, that's going to be 60% off too. Now for 40% off, if you don't have it already, you can get any high-end apartment. Oh, and Benny's conversions. Everyone does the HSW. Do not sleep on the Benny's conversions. You know, some rides that turn awesome when you give it a Benny's conversion, and those will be 40% off this week. 30% off this week is the Inverto Coquette D1, the Dinka Chavos V6, the Impante Ruiner ZZ8, the Vapid Uranus La Speed, the Truffade Adder, the Truffade Z-Type, the Classique Broadway, the Prison Bus. If you don't have a prison bus yet, what are you waiting for? It's 30% off. I'm joking. Except if you really want it, I'm not joking, right? Role play, all types of reasons to get that, right? And then we have the Dinka Blista Ganjo. Those are all 30% off. In the gun van this week, right, we have the Service Carbine that's going to be on sale at 40% off for everybody. For GTA Plus members, they say the Railgun is still 30% off. Even though the Railgun was supposed to be in the gun van last week, I went in just to check the inventory. I didn't see it. Now, I do already have it, but when has that stopped the gun van from showing me what's in there? So I'm telling you, the gun van report has been kind of crazy recently. They're telling stuff that I don't see, and then sometimes they don't report things that are in there. Like, check the gun van. Don't even, use this as a reference. Whatever I say is in the gun van, but don't let it be the end all be all. Still check the gun van for yourself, because there was one week where they had the El Strickler. I didn't have it on my second character. They didn't say it in the weekly report. And they also had the Up and Atomizer, and that's an important thing to have. It wasn't in last week, but both of those guns were in the van, and they were not reported in the weekly update. So even if you don't have every gun and there's something you want, do not just let this be the end all be all. Check for yourself, right? So they're saying the Railgun is still going to be in there, 30% off for GTA Plus members. Small arms and melee, tactical SMG, compact grenade launcher, combat pistol, and the machete. Explosives supply, fully stocked on grenades, sticky bombs, and pipe bombs as usual, as well as vests. They're, always in the gun van. So check the gun van. And hopefully the Railgun is really in there, because last week I didn't even see it in there, even though it was reported it was in there. So come on, guys. Y'all got to be better with your gun van stuff, All right, so that's it, everybody. That's this week's weekly update. Like I said at the beginning, it's not all that, but the yacht is cool, I guess, if you want a yacht. I personally like the yacht. Those are 60% off. If you don't have a Karen Kuruma Armored, get it. It's almost free. If you want an inconvenient location for your business, that's more than 0.5% off. That's 60% off. And hey, yeah, it seems like it's beginner friendly, because they're focusing on well, actually, they're really not focusing on anything. There's no permanent double money for any businesses or anything like that. This week isn't all that. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to make sure I reflect that in the title in case someone wants to skip it. I'm keeping it real with you guys. But thanks for tuning in again. It's the Spaceman GTA Fix. Catch y'all very soon. Peace.